You know, Gary Zielinski got David off to the side. It was very, very well done. And they may have got David West energized.
Now you say Joel has good touch for a big man. He's got a good touch for any man. But David West, he's made 1 million middle distance shots in his 15-year NBA. Thank you so much for that. Here are the Warriors now out of the timeout. They load up on Green. That allows West to do his thing. Swallows his whistle.
Brett Brown livid. I agree with him. Got fouled.
Afternoon players. I understand the implication of what you're saying, Jim. David West hits the jumper.
Player, and he has no jump shot. It's incredible. It's amazing. That guy, he has a jump shot. He's one of the best mid-range jump shooters in the NBA. It has been for over a decade.
Here's West. Yeah, that's his shot. Little spot shots up to 20 feet.
Quinn working behind the screen. Now West is open. Shooting over Zeller and knocks it down. There's West wide open. Yeah.
Off the Livingston miss. Nick Young three. And Livingston, third opportunity here for the Dubs. West in his sweet spot. Loves the right elbow. The decent numbers for the first quarter. 8 second chance points. Warriors getting to the glass nicely. Former Pacer, David West hits his first shot. Post up Damian Jones again. Let's see what he can do on the box. David West. David finding a little rhythm right now. David can make as many in a row as he'd like. Back-to-back jumpers.
West. Well, he's such a terrific mid-range scorer throughout his career. Leading NBA scorers out of the U of A. Jason Terry, the Jet, playing at 40. Looks like he might be able to play until he's 43 as West is able to knock it down.
Looney was low in the draft. A lot of people, he had that hip surgery when he was back at UCLA.
David West able to knock down that elbow jump.
Beasley was a lottery pick. Moutier was a lottery pick. They're all reclamation projects here. And West, he got that one bank shot, and David now back to his normal self.
And he's tracking that. West bumping into Hill to get a little bit of space, and he got what he needed
To take over the top spot.
He'll be coaching in the All-Star game along with Dwayne Casey. They're the two head coaches for Team LeBron and Team Steph as West knocks it.
2-point ball game. David West in a good offensive rhythm, and he ties the game at 40.
He got pushed in the back twice and move him, but then he was able to make the spin move and get the percentage shot.
Well, what about David West turning the clock back there, Hubie?
They are 4 for 6 in the 3-ball between them.
There's David West with the mid-range jump shot. He has been so key for the Golden State Warriors.
George defensively was spectacular. He has a great pace to his game.
After this road trip, the home schedule really becomes in favor of Utah.
For Jazz fans, if it felt like the Jazz have been on the road a lot this year. That was a long closeout from McCaw, so put it on the floor, stop and hit your little mid-range.
David West is just putting out a display right now.
Feasting. They fell asleep. They had been stringing some stops together. The intensity was rising. They had to do some things that dictate the tempo as David West springs free again.
You don't really see Steph, Clay, and Durant all sitting at the same time. That hardly ever happens. And David West just keep on shooting.
Sean Livingston screen.
Andre kind of surveying things. David West, that's a sweet spot. West. Thompson. David West. Nothing but net.
David West.
Sean Livingston stopped a 17-0 Bulls run.
Knocked down to West. He turns back for good and a foul on Portis.
How they've manufactured some offense with an incredibly limited roster.
David West, how about the year he's
They're going to have their hands full. See these guys in a 7-game series with all their depth. Oh, David West.
It's automatic for him.
It's awesome. Shot clock at 5. David West recognizes and drops it in.
Well, we keep talking about what a season he's having.
Well, it's a midway point.
Very smooth.
David West, wing jumper.
Man. David West down there. I mean, Dave's not going to do too much in that he's more of a seasoned veteran now.
He can do that all night long.
Guys that are just as athletic as he is, and he has to pay attention to detail on the defensive end as well.
He has to guard Klay Thompson right now. Dunk shot in the basket by David West.
October 28 and 40 minutes tonight. Shot clock here at 6. Here comes West, curling in on Anderson and doing a corkscrew shot that drops. How about that?
Sometimes, Rick like bigs that can shoot the three. Sure. But you got to know your game. You're the one, as David West knocks down another basket for the Warriors.
You got to blow out, and you're going to play 3 games in 4 days here. David West, beautifully done. David West from the elbow.
You said that a lot this year.
Another UConn product, just like Kemba Walker. Kemba State 3, Lamp State 2. David West just very simply banking it home. So when he came to Portland, they brought Aminu in. Pick and fade, and nobody runs it better than David West.
MVP before this is all said and done. And probably the best news for them is Isaiah Thomas, as West gets another free throw line jumper to go. He's 3 for 3 from that spot. Really what you wanted. Boban ran the floor and he finished at the rim.
West with the face up, knocks it down again.
NBA looking shot move right there.
He's shooting 41% from 3. West at the foul line. He just camps out there, waits for the pass.
Boban is sinking into the paint.
For some reason, I think of the Blazers when they had Jerome Kersey, when they had
David West from the wing.
Especially when you contrast it with what they're playing against with Detroit.
West again, a little bit deeper attempt, and it's good again.
There's it away. And if you heard something, our mics are too good. We apologize. David West done that forever. And will continue in his rocking chair doing that.
Yeah. Saints won.
Let's make it 3 in a row.
Cabrini soccer. They won 7-5.
You're all over it. 34-30.
Thompson behind the back to David West. That elbow jumper that he's been taking for years knocks it down.
It only down 4 to Golden State. Klay Thompson with 6 points. Here's David West knocking it down from the foul line.
David West, he has always liked that shot. Facing the basket, he has been trouble. Twice an All-Star in his career.
you play like that. You find out on the hard way.
Draymond able to just touch that to Caspi. Little pick and fade, and there is David West.
Favorite shot?
Andre nowhere to go. David West is in his favorite spot. See, he's trying to make 2 layups, Jim. Yeah. The 17-footer, that's his layup.
Too close.
Terrific passer for a big man. Thompson finds West. He also can shoot. A couple of seasons earlier in his career when he averaged over 20 a game.
You push, then you back out and see what you got. And a nice trailer.
And David West, people have to understand how hard it is to shoot 70% in this league.
There's Brown guarding Iguodala. Maker, Snell, Dellavedova, and Antetokounmpo, who's the only starter. David West knocks down the jumper.
This guy's having a better year.
Looney gets it back out. McCaw. West with a wide open jumper.
Since December 17th, we need to see Powell engage defensively like he was right there. If he can do that as West, the veteran, knocks it down.
That does not happen hardly ever. David West.
Boy, is he shooting well this season.
And they lost to Memphis. It dropped to 1 and 2. Just how frequently, or infrequently perhaps I should say, over the last few years they've actually been under 500.
Now Brooks has to be pleased. David West. What a solid throw.
This total they've had in 38 years. So that they're hungry. Boy,
David West.
He is hot. Hot.
The perimeter, he's 5 of 14 now.
Sometimes guys can shoot you out of a game.
And some guys never age. David West, 8 of 9 for 16.
But the offense just has not been clicking. With McCaw again to David West. Golden State Warriors have made a good run after the 21-3 spurt by San Antonio. David West, who just came on, is able to knock it down.